Fala, senhoras e senhores, todos muito bem-vindos a mais uma transmissão aqui no meu canal. Vamos que vamos continuar aí com a nossa traminha do Divinity Original Sin que começamos ontem. Vambora!
Forward through the portal where the fate of time awaits. You first, you first.
Seems the Emperor spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Você vai sentar na cabeça.
Pô, nada. E aí, Vinão, beleza, meu amigo? Seja bem-vindo. Tudo bom demais?
Faz lá!
Seja bem-vindo, meu amigo, belezinha? Foi no 0800, aí sim, tem que aproveitar, pô. Tudo bom demais, meu amigo. Seja bem-vindo, pô. Obrigado pela presença, obrigado por estar aí, maninho.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so? Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source Hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not
Você vai
restore
sentar na
time,
cabeça.
Por nada. E aí, Redão, beleza, meu amigo?
The void will consume us all.
Bom demais!
Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Pô, tudo bom demais, meu amigo. Tamo tudo safezados aqui, pô. Seguindo com a trama aqui, né? Seguindo firme com a trama. Porra, isso aqui é top. Isso aqui é top. Isso aqui é CRPG de primeira linha, meu amigo. Esse é top. Tô gostando.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivalon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void.
É muito bom que essa versão todos os diálogos são dublados, velho. Isso ajuda bastante.
Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost? Come, come! I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge. So, what do you think, Source Hunter? What do you be, Source Hunter? Do tell!
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
Do tell! So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
Romantic.
The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, you know, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void, I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry of time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent. Neither do I, but the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission? given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword. And even then, I'll be back in a jiffy. But of course, I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job. So, gather those star stones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever. Lonesome, observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Lonesome, being privy to all that has been and all that is. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more than 7,000 years ago. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Ah, legal. Agora para as trevas a gente pode usar de qualquer lugar.
It shall be my pleasure, sir. I'll embroider it in the first volume of your all-encompassing chronicles. How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem. In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you. Ask and I shall answer, if I can. I am the Weaver of Time, as I have told you. Though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell. Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old. Oh, Hunter. I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need, and all I am, is time. And time is running out, unless you remedy its decline. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship, for you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul. Quite so. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed. What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the starstones
You
will
might be
tell
missing
us.
some of the benefits
What
that
it
stereo can provide.
is but the end. What it could be is the end of ends. I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever.
Eita porra! E aí, potão? Beleza, meu amigo? Bom demais! Seja bem-vindo aí. Obrigado por estar aí, maninho.
I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here, at the end of time, and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations. But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars. They place new ribbons.
Deixa eu matar ele, maltratadão! Cabeça bandido!
E aí, malandro? Bom demais, potão? Seja bem-vindo aí. Obrigado por fidelizar aí no YouTube, meu amigo. Ó a lição aí também, pô. Deixa eu matar ele, madrugadão. Também sou bandido. Como é que você tá, lição? Tudo bom, meu amigo? Seja bem-vindo, hein? Obrigado pela presença aí, obrigado pela moral, viu, rapaziada? Pô, tamo junto demais.
New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time.
Porra, tamo junto demais, potão. Porra, sempre dando a moral aí. Valeu demais, meu amigo. Porra, tamo aí. Divinity Original Sim, porra. Isso aí é o que? É o jogo que alavancou a Larian Que reergueu a Lara pra ela conseguir fazer o Baldur's Gate 3, pô. E ele é grande, ele é grande. Ele é mais... E lá no How Long to Beat são mais de 100 horas a lição. Tudo bom demais, meu amigo. Tudo bom demais, pô. Esse aqui vai ser a jornadinha longa. Mas vamos que vamos.
These star stones, please seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone.
Vamos zerar, porra. Tá maluco? Aí a firma não aguenta, porra. Então, tem que ser, pô. Joguinho assim é bom demais, pô. É longo, mas é top, pô. Ver se ela tem o que ela tem pra vender aqui. Esse dust interessante. Top! Então trocar uma ideia aqui, beleza. Deixa eu ver se tem alguma para poder pegar. Tem duas coisas que eu posso pegar pra vender, hein. Pô, isso aqui é top o de ameaça.
No more about the void. What it is, what lies at the heart of it.
What lies at its heart? Why?
Tá, deixa eu ver se ela consegue dar um lockpick.
Of course.
Não.
The great absence of all that even the gods cannot
I have the
comprehend.
last test. The last test. The last test. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me.
Eita ferro. Beleza. Bom, aqui fechou então. Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa aqui. Piscou? Piscou nada, pô. Que isso?
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer.
Ah, deixa eu ver agora como é que eu meto o pé daqui, hein. Tá, vamos pra... A gente tava em Harbor, né? Beleza, pô, demos um rolezão aqui, mano. Top!
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand.
Starstone. Cara, ele tem, mas eu tô... Ela foi uma tradução feita por fã e eu não confio muito nessas traduções não, tá ligado? Aí eu prefiro jogar em inglês mesmo. Mas ele tem. Tanto um quanto dois eu acho que ele tem tradução em português.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving.
And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
As tramas estão se juntando aqui, tô começando a entender, pô.
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring.
I can't even
That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home.
Obrigado pela moral aí, rapaz, viu? Tamo junto demais, pô.
Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly. Let me phrase it like Zigzag's might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, all that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzag worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you.
Deixa eu ver. Caraca, ele é cheio de coisa interessante aqui, hein? Vários skillbooks.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
Pô, isso aqui é... Dá uma graninha aqui pra negociar com esse camarada, hein?
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
Tá, vamos identificar uns itenzinhos aqui.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
Bom, acho que isso aqui era tudo que tinha para ser identificado.
Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzag asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Top. Beleza. Bom demais. Bom, eu não vou usar isso aqui agora, não. Vai conversar com a mulherzinha de novo. Ah, tem que ver os itens aqui, pô. Pera aí. Pô, isso aqui é top, hein? O que mais temos aqui? Unbreakable. Vou botar isso aqui. Esse cadê? Tinha um machadinho aqui. Vamos mandar isso aqui pra esse camarada aqui. Os dois são iguais. Item de level 3. Depois eu posso vender isso. Vou dar um savezinho aqui, que tem muito tempo que eu não salvo. Falou que eu consegui explorar, beleza. Vamos pra cá. Casa abandonada que eu já explorei.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it. That strange reaction you caused, blue lightning from a healing stone, I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction. I've been studying under Theliron for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, was the first time I've ever questioned my, well, suitability for the work. I've a passion for this work, you see. A passion to see things put in order. From a flesh wound healed to an entire city made resistant to a fatal illness. What right has something as trivial as a wound or as senseless as an epidemic to take a human life?
That tone,
That scroll é bom, hein?
soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten. To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all. Certainly, what would you like to know? The counselor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent.
Conversei. Fora daqui. Uma parada aqui pra poder pegar. Aqui eu não. Aqui. Se eu pegar aqui vai ser considerado roubo, então tem que tomar cuidado.
She realized soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
Eu vou tentar fazer um roubinho aqui, mano. Vou tentar roubar a chave aqui, mano. Acho que eles ficaram bolados comigo, hein? Esperar ela sair dali. Calma, calma, calma.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be fresh out of priceless relics for you to destroy. That strange reaction you caused. Blue light.
Fora daqui então, beleza.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Top! Temos aqui. Sim. Coisas que eu peguei também com ela, né? Ainda levou 3 pra usar essa skill, beleza.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Essa mulher aqui é especializada em vender flechas, legal. Temos skills também. Enquanto eu não vou focar muito em comprar item, não.
Hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no? I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Sisio, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps. Like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him.
Ah, ele vende mapa de tesouro, legal. Ah, é muito caro. Pô, preciso arrumar a skill que dá pra que me permite conversar com animais, mano.
About time the council took notice of us. You here for the bone rattlers or the club wavers?
He's ears by now, the devilish thing. Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd. Now that the herd's gone, old Birch is just scratching by like a hen till the next batch of beasties comes through. I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings, all ground and spiced. Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. Do tell me if you hear anything about her. I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with my cleaver in hand.
A mulher ama os carneiros dela, mas quer comer, pô.
Sorry, can't help you there. Haven't got enough livestock left to warrant a hand with the work.
Well, hello there.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
I could have had a new lamb by now if that Bruce had taken to a woolly lass instead of that heifer.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Beleza.
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst of colour.
You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear!
Zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal. So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I'm sure this one little fish won't starve the merchant. He should take the fish.
Good day to you.
That fish simply isn't ours to give. We can't offer it up as though we had the right to do so.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Whether the merchant loses a fish or this man goes hungry, someone will suffer in this equation. We might as well help the man in the most dire need.
Caraca, aí... Caraca, é difícil ganhar dela, hein, porra. De novo, perdi, mano.
All right, we'll do it your way.
That's the spirit! Or should I say, the soul?
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I paid for it. The merchant just left, but I paid. I paid before.
You were a witness to this event now? Tell me what happened.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fryer.
This man is telling the truth. He paid for that fish fair and square.
Quite so. I saw him pay the merchant.
I can't thank you enough for your, discretion. I'll be going now.
Well, sorry to have bothered you then, sir. Carry on.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. I can understand your sympathy for that man, but feeding him for one day will hardly remedy his circumstances. You would have done better to help him more substantially than by covering up a single petty theft.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Undead at every exit. Orcs upon the harbour. We're sealed in.
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
There's as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
What are ye staring at? Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off, and I can't find enough hearty souls to help me reload the ship and sail off. Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-liver turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked. Some poor chaps lost their ship and want some work. Just send them to me, and tell them there's a bit of coin and a lot of rum coming their way if they don't mind a bit of honest labor.
Fala, tio Ri, beleza, meu amigo? Bom demais. Encerrou lá? Tava lá no lurquinho lá, pô. Deixa eu fechar aqui, pô. Tamo junto, viu, tio Rio? Pô, como é que você tá, mano? Bom demais? Vou deixar da aba no lurquinho aqui, pô, dando a moral. Hoje estamos de joguinho moderno, hein?
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything, really. So there's a captain offering booze and brass for a bit of crate loading? God be praised, you've done it, friend. Off we go.
Off we go.
And don't forget the time you got caught passing a love note to the missing counselor's wife. Is that right?
Top. Semana só aquecimento pra próxima. Aí fiz no esquema do explorando com o tio Rio. Máximo 2 horas só pra galera. Top, top demais. Semana que vem é que o bicho vai pegar, né? Pô, mano, eu que agradeço a moral sua sempre aí, pô. Tamo junto demais, pô.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
É, a semana que vem tá bem boa de lançamento, né?
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Cara. Ah, tá. Capitão, beleza. Bora trabalhar. Top.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows. Fresh haddock, coming for a fry-up. Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Mancha full. Top.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my livelihood out from under me. The dead are on the prowl, the councillor's been murdered, and now source hunters are encouraging petty theft. The few honest amongst us are swimming against the stream, I'll tell you what.
Ah, ela viu. Putz. Ela viu eu favorecendo roubar e agora a minha atitude com ela tá baixa. Pô, o Terminator vai ser top mesmo, viu, tio? Lá vai ser top mesmo. Ó, jogão, pô.
About time the council took notice of us. You here for the bone rattlers or the club wavers?
Vendedor de queijo.
I got white cheese, blue cheese, old cheese, new cheese.
Good day to you.
Here for your daily serving of veggies. Please partake of the plumpest produce ever produced.
Galera vendendo as coisas. Enchantress, já falei com ela. Tá, vamos ver o que tem pra cá.
Well, Mayor Cecil will be happy to see the likes of a source hunter. Welcome to the Town Hall of Syceal.
A source hunter will always receive a warm welcome at the Town Hall of Syceal. I'm sure Mayor Cecil is looking forward to making your acquaintance.
É ele mesmo. É ele mesmo, tio Rio. Esse jogo aqui, a Larian já era um estúdio já que tinha feito outros jogos. Mas foi a partir desse jogo aqui que ela começou a se reerguer, tá ligado? O Kickstarter desse jogo aqui foi um baita sucesso, a galera gostou muito desse jogo. E aí, enfim, eles fizeram o Original Sin 2, que foi um jogo que gerou muita renda pra eles. E aí eles conseguiram comprar, né, os direitos pra poder fazer o Baldur's Gate 3. É isso mesmo. Enrolei muito. O Baldur's Gate 3 eu já joguei ele, né, porque eu sou muito fã da série do Baldur's Gate 1 e 2, né. Mas esses aqui eu não tinha jogado ainda, então agora eu tô começando a jogar aqui o Divinity pela primeira vez. Sim, esse jogo aqui ficou bem famoso. Ele é um jogo bem legal, mano. Só que ele é um jogo longo também. Ó, que dependendo dá pra gente tentar roubar as paradas aqui depois, hein.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you.
Que te deixou com raiva? O que aconteceu, mano?
My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Syceal, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Syceal through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed. What? Oh, you mean Syceal? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Syceal.
Putz. É porque assim, embora você possa sair matando todo mundo, não é muita a ideia do jogo, tá ligado? Tava jogando a versão de console ou a de PC?
And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon. Jake murdered? Oh yes, yes, now I recall. Indeed, I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances.
Tudo que rolou depois foi travando. Entrava em um prédio, tinha 4 inimigos lá dentro, chamava eles pra fora, o jogo travava. Aí tivemos que mudar a forma de jogar e isso se frustrou. Começou no Play 5, aí jogamos save pro Series X, mas não adiantou. Ah, pode crer. É, porque, cara, talvez já tenham até arrumado isso, viu? Dependendo da época que você jogou, eu me lembro de ler que as versões de console estavam bem estáveis. Pode ser até que agora já tenham resolvido isso, mas sei lá, assim, não querendo ditar uma forma pra você jogar, né? Mas esse lance de ficar matando todo mundo não é muito como é que eu posso dizer? A forma como o jogo é pra ser jogado, tá ligado? Um desses jogos é muito você prestar atenção nos diálogos, tá ligado? Ver as consequências dos diálogos e tal. Ah, pera aí, mas vocês conseguiram... Calma aí, mas vocês conseguiram zerar o jogo? Mesmo com esse bug de travar tudo? Eu achei que você tinha desistido antes de acabar o jogo.
Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure. An all right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor. What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
Eu sei, mas quem vê os limites já que fala que podia... Sim. Eu não... Cara, talvez isso tenha sido uma... Talvez isso tenha sido uma coisa da versão de console em específico, tá ligado? Eu me lembro de ler muito que a versão de console tinha muito bug. Aí fomos direto... Aí por isso peguei raiva dele e ver que ele levar o GOT me deixou puto. Não, mano, Aí eu já discordo de tudo, mano. Pra mim não tinha nenhum jogo ali naquele ano. Chegava perto dele, mano. Eu sei que você provavelmente vai falar que o Zelda Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V do outro lá de 6 anos poderia levar, mas eu discordo completamente. Aí fomos direto pro Diablo 4. A experiência foi mais agradável. Eu acabei deixando de lado. Bota fé. É porque o tela dividido em si, ele deve consumir mais do hardware também, né? Pra poder renderizar os cenários e tal. Mas ele foi um jogo que no início, perto do lançamento dele, ele tava muito mal otimizado mesmo. Principalmente o terceiro ato. O terceiro ato tava terrível, mano. Baldur's Gate 3 eu gosto muito dos 2 primeiros atos. O terceiro ato ali eu já fiquei meio de saco cheio, tá ligado? Eu acho que já eles enrolaram muito o terceiro ato. Só um momentinho, rapaziada. Volto já. Voltei, gente. Pera aí, vamos ler as mensagens aqui. Então, vamos lá. Então, nem era o Zelda, eu só fiquei com raiva porque não foi o que falaram. O papo de que podia jogar da forma que o player quiser, mas não rolou. E outro grande problema foi que antes de chegarmos nos portões, já estavam com tudo no máximo e perdemos o propósito de jogar, ainda mais acabando com a taxa de matar tudo. Então, pra mim, o Baldur's Gate é perfeito até 40 horas. Depois disso, foi só tristeza que eu só queria terminar. Então, esse rolê do nível dele, eu concordo contigo mesmo. Eu também fiquei bem desanimado que você chega no nível máximo muito cedo no jogo e ainda tem muita coisa pra você fazer, tá ligado? Eu acho que eles poderiam ter aumentado mesmo um pouquinho o level cap do jogo. Aí nem recomendo que joguem no hard se for matar tudo, porque se bate da evolução muito rápido fica sem graça. Acho que qualquer dificuldade fica assim também. Tem um amigo que jogou em paralelo e ele não matou ninguém no jogo e realmente é outra experiência. Então, ele tem muito disso, sabe? Tipo, ele te dá... Ele não... Cara, eu acho que, tipo assim, o jogo... Você tem um jogo que você pode fazer tudo, eu acho que é praticamente impossível, sabe? Mas ele te dá muitas... Ele te dá diferentes formas de resolver coisas, tá ligado? Mas tudo acaba que chega numa situação ou outra que acaba... Você encontra uma coisa que não era prevista, sacou? E o jogo não se comporta bem. Mas o rolê do level é foda mesmo. Eu também fiquei muito desanimado, mano. Eu acho que foi no início do ato 3 que eu peguei o level 12 e aí, enfim, tinha muita coisa pra fazer ainda, tá ligado?
You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
Mas ele é um jogo também muito comum de se largar, porque ele é muito grande, velho. Esse aqui também, muita gente acaba largando ele no meio. Eles são jogos muito longos, né? São os chamados CRPGs, né? Agora, se eu não me engano, para a versão de console, nos últimos updates, eles conseguiram lançar os mods no console. Você consegue baixar mods, tá ligado? No console. Isso foi uma parada muito legal que eles fizeram. Geralmente mods são só nas versões de PC, né?
What now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
Aprenderam com a Bethesda. Vou ver se eu trago os adoradores do jogo pra cá. Pera aí, opa.
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead. Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you really don't know, I'd be remiss if I...
Oh, valeu, tio Rio. Tamo junto demais pela moral de sempre, meu amigo. Obrigado pela força aí, viu?
Ah, You see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally, well, they... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists. That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in, exactly? Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself. Marvelous. Follow me, then.
Temos pra cá. E agora?
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sicil's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. Ah, it brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
Mas aí tu falou a parada do... Falou a parada do jogo do ano. Quem que tu acha que leva esse ano, tio Ri? Olá, tio. Olá, machadura. Olá, chat. E aí, Hunter, beleza? Seja bem-vindo, mano. Bom demais. Quem que vocês acham que leva o jogo do ano esse ano, hein?
Is there no new book to be discovered in this library? Omnes autem mali demonis quam. What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken. For you hardly resemble the local fisher folk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed.
Não existe a possibilidade do Expedition 33 não levar tudo que competir. Eu acho que ele é um grande... Ele é um grande... Ele é um grande... Tem grande chance mesmo de ganhar, mano.
Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
É, isso foi bem legal mesmo. É a galera que era da Ubi, né? A Ubisoft tá morta por dentro já, pô. Eu quero saber de dinheiro.
No. A source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless. Why, simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy. Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated, body and soul, long since. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also in numbers. The calculus of wizardry I offer you, the might of the magician's mastermind. On one condition, that on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this, and I'll weave you spells.
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
Agreed. Nothing good ever came from bargaining with those devils anyway.
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery, into the depths where demons dance. Gladly shall I follow you into the abyss. Onward, blood and triumph await.
Pô, então conseguimos mais um aqui pra nossa par, hein? Coisa boa. Vamos ver aqui, ó. Eu amo a Nintendo, mas, mano, indicarem o Bonanza chega a ser ofensivo. O jogo mais genérico da história da empresa. Podia ser qualquer coisa no lugar do DK. Pô, esse aí realmente... Cara, é muita doideira um jogo da Nintendo não ser aclamado, né, cara? Eu acho que esse daí foi um dos poucos que eu vi recentemente acontecer, viu, mano? E ele era pra ser a volta triunfal do Donkey Kong, né, mano? Pô, muita doideira isso, velho. Muita doideira.
Volume 2? But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
What can I do for you, Source Hunter? May they be pertinent, Hunter. I am not from any place anymore. I go where my quest leads me. Besides, the name would mean nothing to you. The glorious city in the glorious kingdom where I was born.
Pois é, né, cara? É porque jogo da Nintendo geralmente tem uma legião de fãs, né, velho? E Donkey Kong é uma franquia muito querida, né? Cara, eu já vi muita gente criticando até o fato deles estarem mudando propositalmente o design do Donkey Kong em si, tá ligado? Dá pra reparar que eles meio que estão querendo se desassociar o design antigo que foi feito pela Rare, tá ligado? E estão querendo fazer um novo. Que já tinha sido notado lá no primeiro filme do Super Mario, né? Eu não upei nada do DK pra ter alguma graça e não ter que pensar pra fazer as coisas. Foi algo que me incomodou muito nesse jogo. Isso foi uma doideira.
I remember them well, the sandstone castles, hued like the very sun that batters their battlements without rest. I can see them still. The fountained gardens and halls of pearl-colored marble inlaid with gemstones set in shapes of plants and beasts. Yes, I can see them still, though when I try to focus on their details, like mirages they dissolve upon approach. Time, it frays the foundations of memory. For 1,000 reasons, and for one especial. The 1,000 obvious ones are list with pleasure. The special one, that is my secret to keep. 1. Their scourge taints the natural world. 2. Their machinations irreversibly corrupt minds. 3. Their perversions seek to end all beauty. 4. Their schemes unhinge the fabric of space and time. 5. Their presence distorts all intrinsic harmony. Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant goblin, yet when next we'd meet there'd be no questions asked. I have my secrets. Undoubtedly, you have yours. They are ours to keep. More prey awaits.
Então, infelizmente agora está muito fácil, a tendência é que seja assim daqui pra frente, justamente porque o filme está pegando os casuais também, sabemos que hoje em dia a galera não quer mais, dificuldade em nada, então daqui pra frente é só pra... realmente, isso daí é uma parada que é de se considerar mesmo com o mercado de jogos, né?
Hor, I bid thee Tujda Getahal, be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine. I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicil toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amon Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way.
Você vai sentar na cabeça.
Pô, nada. Oi, e aí, Belde, beleza, mano? Seja bem-vindo, mano. Obrigado pelo lurk, obrigado por estar aí. Obrigado pelo like no YouTube também, viu, meu amigo? Mas adorei as 2 últimas horas de gameplay do Bananas. Pra mim, se o jogo todo fosse como aquelas 2 horas finais, aí sim eu apoiaria a indicação dele pro GOT, entendi. Dá uma modificada boa na gameplay, no final do game? Embora o Expedition tenha grande chance de levar, tem também o Hades 2 e o Silksong, né? O Hades 2 eu não joguei, não consigo opinar. O Silksong eu achei que ele foi um jogo muito bom, mas eu não sei se seria um jogo do ano não, sabe? Eu acho que ele melhorou em relação ao primeiro Hollow Knight, mas nada estrondoso. É um jogo muito bonito, a trilha sonora muito boa e tal, mas não é nada estrondoso assim não, sabe? Seria mais ou menos... Seria mais ou menos a situação do Zelda, tá ligado? De 2023. Eu acho que o Tears of a Kingdom foi um jogo legal, mas, tipo assim, não adicionou muito em relação ao primeiro, saca? Eu acho que as mudanças que fizeram não justificavam os 6 anos de produção. Não gastei, não foi nem metade. Pô, mas o Hades 2 eu acho, não tem um monte de final e não adicionaram final a mais também. Eu achei que ele tinha um monte de coisa, eu achei que ele era um jogo bem longo. Inclusive que ele era maior que o primeiro. Eu ouvi isso por alto, né? Eu não acompanho muito o jogo. Eu tenho que jogar o Hades 1 ainda, inclusive.
He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls. Taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too.
Agora dá pra gente pegar alguns. Legal. Legal, beleza, top.
Volume 1, Volume 2. Where's the third one gone? Shamsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Entendi.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among
Na votação da Steam eu botei como melhor arte o Hades 2, velho. Eu achei ele um jogo muito bonito de se ver, mano. Muito bonito mesmo.
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stenteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
With metal shield.
Kajdanor.
Entendi.
Brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stenteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? third one gone. Shucks. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Eita porra! E aí, Zubu, beleza, meu amigo?
Volume 1, Volume 2. Where's the third one gone? Shucks. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
A galera spamando aí, qual é, Lentão, beleza? Tudo bom demais, Zubu? Tudo bem demais, pô. A evolução da mina foi muito mais rápida que a do irmão e ficou fácil. Entendi. Também tem o fato também de que você já provavelmente já carregava a bagagem de conhecimento de como é que funciona o jogo do 1, né? Vamos ver mais tem que eu pegar. Eu consigo pegar isso aqui? Interessante, hein?
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Rack. Mayhem.
Superior Dagger. Nem vi que tava um, tamo aí na atividade, Lentão. Como está sendo a sua terça-feira? Tudo bom demais, pô. Jogando aqui um CRPGzinho, trocando ideia com a galera. Pô, só coisa boa, pô. Sim, mas eles entregam tudo de bandeja. Ah, entendi, boto fé. O que você demora pra poder conquistar no primeiro jogo, no segundo eles já te dão de cara, né? E provavelmente não botam nenhum desafio adicional pra poder dar uma sensação de crescimento com o jogo, né? Wood chips. Ah, entendi. Vontade de açaí não original. Como é que não entendi? Açaí não original? Como assim açaí não original? Acabei de ganhar um campeonato no gacha, série B, claro. Qual gacha? Pô, nunca joguei nenhum gacha, mano. Diz que essa parada é mó viciante.
Does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Kaj'Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shucks.
A história de Saiciel. Caraca, ler um livro me deu uma quest, mano. Que isso? Sensação do Pará, que era aquele doce de xarope de Guará. Ah, não, mas eu acho, cara, então eu acho que todo açaí que eu tomei, nenhum foi o do Pará, mano. Pô, eu gosto de botar firula no açaí mesmo, mano. O açaí daqui é com xarope, tá ligado? Aquele docinho. E, porra, gosto de botar um leite em pó, às vezes bota até, sei lá, uma calda de morango. Eu gosto dessas paradas no açaí, mano, tá ligado? No final do mesmo esquema de um e por a metade total, mas a recompensa não muda muito, entende? Uma Musume, a de garotas... Pô, que isso, Gilentão? Pô, que isso, cara? O Gilentão joga umas paradas muito underground, mano. Que isso aí, cara? De garota cavalo, mano. Jogo de garota cavalo. Não, calma aí, pô. Aí é doideira. Playing Cast Scroll. Isso aqui eu já li, eu acho.
A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stentiken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things.
You might be
naughty,
missing some of the
hasn't she?
benefits that stereo can provide.
Mano, deixa eu ver se aqui tem alguma coisa, não tem nada. Ah, Water Life Scroll, boa. Top. Poison Resistance Potion, boa. Mas o jogo é legal, o jogo é legal, joga um pouco todo dia. Tipo uma campanha só... Ah, entendi. Entendi. É aquele jogo que tu abre ali no celular rapidinho, faz a missãozinha diária e depois esquece. Tô ligado. Que é bem meio que o que os jogos mobile recentemente têm feito, né, mano? Eita, que barulho de mar é esse?
Brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stentiken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Volume 1, Volume 2, but where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Maneiro, livrinho de piada.
Here, a volume of poetry among novels. Urak. Mayhem.
Agora tem viciado doido que perde metade do dia pra fazer um boneco perfeito, pois o jogo tem muita RN... Ah, entendi. Não, aí é doideira demais pra mim, pô.
Volume 1, Volume 2, but where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stetteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Place this book here. A volume of poetry or novels? Urak. Mayhem. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stetteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stetteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Volume 1, Volume 2. Where's the third one gone? Sharp saw. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. The knight in see-through armor.
Fire Resistance Potion, boa.
With the blushing bottom,
Ó, aprendemos aqui umas paradinhas boas aqui, hein?
Esmeralda does.
Save.
Meow.
Eu gosto muito que
I
os...
assume you address me for a reason, so good. No.
Eu gosto muito que os animais são literalmente humanos dublando os sons que os animais fazem, tá ligado? Eu gostei muito disso, mano. Bom, nossa PT agora. 3 pessoas, top. Ó, a erva ali. Será que tem uma coisa boa aqui pra ele? Vamos ver, vamos ver. Ah, tem um roubo aqui, hein? 14 de arma, mais um de iniciativa. Ah, tem que identificar esses itens aqui também, hein? Pô, cheio das magias ele, hein? Interessante, interessante. Vou seguir essa trama aqui, meus amigos. Obrigado pela presença e obrigado pela moral de todos aí, hein? Tanto na Twitch quanto no YouTube. A trama se intensifica, a trama se intensifica. Aqui a gente não pode sair ainda. Vou pensar com a rapaziada aqui nesse...
Yes? I've work to do, so please be brief. I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the arch-shaman set his fiery gate.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicily? Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster. crowing all around town about matters he ought to know are better kept quiet. Well, if you know about the staff, I suppose you also know it's gone without a trace. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, stolen, or vanished into thin air. Though I'm quite eager to see it return. I've got a reputation to uphold, you know. Wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself, but sailors tend to be a bit tight-lipped when they're afraid of getting one another in some trouble. Seaman's code, you know. Not to rat out a fellow sailor.
All passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sailed on your little door anymore?
Shores? Here? In Seal? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one. Star for what now? No, never heard of it, much less seen it. Check with one of the others, maybe.
He drove it straight to the pub and back. Sauce? Here in Seal? Duh. Now that you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying a sealed box off the ship during the attack. At the time, I figured he was just escaping with his personal effects. But it could well have been that staff you're talking about. Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where he could possibly be now. Captain Conrad's the man to ask for such matters.
Oh, and don't forget that Shores, here, in Seal, bah, don't know much about him myself, except that he and Captain have partnered up more than a few times for long journeys. Perhaps one of the other crewmen will be able to tell you more. Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife. Shores, here, in don't know much about him myself, except...
Hello there, welcome to Sice. Heard anything about the whereabouts of the magic stick yet? What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I didn't speak of that stuff to a soul on board. If he's the one who took it, he must have known it was on the ship before stepping foot on her decks. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach somewhere. He's probably there now, trying to launch a vessel in private. If he hasn't already escaped, that is.
That Luffy Legionnaire really thinks that Orchid Charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage?
Isso, a gente tem que achar ele agora, que deve estar fugindo com a staff. Ver se por acaso é na caverna, é nas praias que a gente já passou.
Hail, Source Hunter! Why, I don't think I could ask for a more welcome sight on these cursed beaches. The Legion welcomes you.
Fala, Sublivanzada, beleza, meu amigo? E aí, bom demais? Qual é a malandra? Aí. Porra, tamo aqui. Começamos ele ontem, pô. Top, tá? Aí, te falar uma parada. É a primeira vez jogando ele. Nunca joguei nem o Divinity 1, nem o 2. Falar uma parada, vi lá que tu pegou um joguinho lá que se bobear, eu animo de te fazer uma jogatina aqui na live, hein? Eu vi lá que tu jogou um joguinho, pô. Imagina como vai ser o 3 agora que... Pô, não, deve ser sinistraço, pô. Porra, o pique, malandro, Bora fazer uma jogatina de escalar montanha? Porra, o pique é fera de... Vai ter que jogar usando o microfone do jogo, hein? Porra, vou armar essa jogatina aí qualquer dia desse, mano. Porra, o pique é muito maneiro, tá maluco, filho. Cara, isso aqui provavelmente deve estar pras praias, pro outro lado aqui. Olha que barulho, que musiquinha é essa, mano? A musiquinha de level up. Cara, eu já vi, mas eu não peguei ele ainda não. Mas eu tô ligado em qual que é. Desses aí de jogar com o microfone, eu tenho o pique e tenho o repo. Tá ligado no repo, que é meio que de terror? Opa, tem coisa ali, hein? Olha só, tinha um baúzinho aqui escondido, rapaz. Aí, ó. Top! Ah, já. É o que a IA imita sua voz, né? Já vi esse também. Pô, tão rolando muitos joguinhos bons de se jogar usando o microfone, cara. Porra, muito top, muito top. Esse é sinistro, Nossa, matou os caras. Putz, eu fiz merda aqui. Caraca, mano. Eita, deixa eu até lá ver. Pô, esse daí parece ser muito maneiro, tio. Eu vi uns videozinhos no Instagram. Porra, mó doideira.
They're dead. And they might have lived if we hadn't intervened.
Eita fé.
Those fools are dead! I knew that she-beast would bring disaster. It was that orc. She snapped, grabbed them, popped their necks, and then ran out of here like a wild beast. I'm only grateful she didn't notice me standing here. Can you imagine?
Pô, aí é fogo, mano. A gente podia...
She killed them.
Aí eu dei mole aqui, pô. Tô querendo, mas quando for do Pixel, fala que nós vai. Olha que evolução. O tem cutscenes, personagens, tem expressões de coisa e tal. Não, cara, esse jogo aqui, mano, ele é muito... tipo assim, simplão em relação ao BG3. Esse jogo aqui foi um Kickstarter, né, mano? Esse aqui foi meio que uma última tentativa da Larian de se reerguer, mano. E foi o jogo que começou a reerguer eles, velho. Se eu não me engano, eles na época desse jogo aqui, eles lançaram 2 Kickstarters. Foi pra esse jogo e foi pra um de estratégia que falhou completamente, tá ligado? Mas o original sim deu certo.
Still thinking about exploring the beach? You're free to go, though we Legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts, so we won't be able to back you up. I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'll bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out? Thank you for heeding my words of warning.
Talvez eu precise de mais personagem ainda pra PT. Não, o BG3, cara, o BG3 no quesito de refinamento do jogo, pô, os caras fizeram muita coisa, velho. Esse jogo aqui é bem simples. Agora, o 2, eu acho que pelo pouco que eu vi do 2, me parece que do 2 pro 1 já foi também uma evolução boa, tá ligado? Do original sim, 1 pro 2. Agora, o próximo, eu acho que eles vão arrebentar a boca do balão, pô. Vamos ver o que tem mais pra explorar aqui. Aqui é a cena do crime, casa abandonada. Esmeralda tá aqui. Tem muito lugar pra explorar aqui nesse lugar, hein, mano. Tá doido.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Let us see if you can choose the finest.
Mas veremos só quando você tiver nossos... Não, cara, eu acho que eles não vão demorar não, mano. Eles já falaram que assim que eles acabaram o BG3, eles já começaram a trabalhar nele. Eles já estão trabalhando nele já. Eu acho que não demora muito não, mano. E agora eles têm o cacife, né? Caralho. A cabeça falante.
This show is worth the hype. Though that bloke in the back seems to be having a bit too much fun, if you ask me.
Don't ask me what the tale's about. I'm just here for the eye candy.
This show is worth the hype. Though that bloke at the...
Don't ask me what the tale's about. I'm just here.
What's that nutter in the back hollering about? I can hardly hear the show for all the rockers.
Don't ask me what the tale's about.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life. Oh, I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or two, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long. Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecile hears me. Cecile wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew
My
Elba, who knew...
Reginald.
You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off. Cry your eyes out and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head. I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andevale. This fantastical talking head. Catch the act while you can. This show will only remain in Sicil as long as there are Legion soldiers to entertain.
By the seven, what a tale!
Are you impressed by my prowess in the arts of entertainment? Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. And that crowd warmer has increased my profits by 60%, simply by showing a little honest appreciation for our show. That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic, you'll be begging to hear just one more, and just one more. It's quite a story how I found him, too. I obtained this curio by some rather sensational means. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends, in the shallows around Sicil's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius. Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock. I had the
You might be
treasure
missing
a
some of the
lifetime in
benefits
my
that
very
stereo can
hands.
provide.
But then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery kraken that seemed to appear from nowhere. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment that all was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and necrotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment, I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gut. Freeing myself from my would-be tomb, I swam as quickly as I could, first to the surface and then to the shore. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it? Hard times, Lord Pinchpenny?
Fantastic!
O cara reclamando que eu dei só uma moeda, da próxima vez não dou nada, pô.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicil. My audience sings my praises.
Depois desse você vai vir com o 2 ou com o Doom 3? Não, eu vou de Doom 3. Doom 3 é a expansão. Depois dele. Vai demorar um pouquinho esse aqui, que esse jogo é longo, mas eu tô jogando ele off-live pra poder tentar adiantar o máximo, tá ligado? Mas vai ser do... Pô, tô doido pra jogar, mano. Doido pra jogar o Doom 3. Doido, doido, doido. Já configurei ele, já tá configurado bonitinho. É só dar play, mano. Pô, isso eu quero jogar muito, velho. Muito, muito, muito.
You're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Oh, you've got to help me. I've been kidnapped. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything.
My word!
It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
Hey, stop that!
Fantastic!
Ixi, dá um jeito de roubar ele. Tá.
Come one, come all, and see the amazing singing Stefan! Sicil's back for more, I see! Well, I can't say I'm surprised, what with Stefan rattling off legendary yarn after yarn. Take a seat, won't you? Are you impressed by my prowess in the arts of entertainment? Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. And that crowd warmer has increased my profits by 60%, simply by showing a little honest appreciation for our show.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. What do you call a source hunter who finds a way to draw a crowd away from where he or she would like to perform a clandestine operation? A resourceful hunter. Come now, it can't be that hard to find something to draw off the attention of this bleating herd.
By the seven, what a tale!
Precisa achar um jeito
What are you
de...
looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look.
Precisa achar um jeito de distrair a galera.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great...
Zombie ate your dog? Orc sunk your ship? No matter! You're at Katerina's Fair, a veritable summer home for troubled minds. Won't you take a seat and let our esteemed entertainers whisk you off to a better place? Well, I'm Katerina the Fair, fairest first lady of the fair, of course. I do love making the acquaintance of my patrons, and who knows which of them might become one of my performers. I've an open stage in want of talent, and I've often found the best young performers among the rank and file of the audience. The theatre's fever has overcome you, has it? Marvelous! I do so love a fresh green talent ready to bloom. But I support players, not writers, you see. If you want to perform here, you'll have to find tried and true material. Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a source hunter's take on one of the old standards. Right away, my dear, just as fast as your boots can carry you. You've found something decent to perform, I trust, and you've gathered enough actors to do it justice? Speak to Master Chaucer if you're ready for your debut. He alone can adequately prepare you for the stage.
And who are you supposed to be? Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But here I am gathering peasants to watch peasants perform broadside pageants for peanuts. No, really? I hadn't noticed. If not for this ridiculous condition, you'd know me as the king's favorite thespian. Don't you have an impressive library here in Sicil? I'm sure that beast of a librarian could rustle something up for you. Katerina's given the go-ahead, has she? Oh, very well then. Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places and gather you whatever crowd of drunken yokels can be prevailed upon to watch you flail about on stage. Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. But I'm sure you'll do just fine. May the show begin! Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin. Any last words?
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated. Not long now. The audience is just about to take its seat. A few more moments and the crowd will be all settled. A few more moments and the crowd will be all settled.
Who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd.
The stage is yours.
What's the held up? No, I hope
The
there's an
crowd
encore.
breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Simply marvelous.
Fantastic! Simply marvelous!
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before.
Bravo!
No, I hope there's an encore. Simply marvelous. Fantastic.
The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
Oh, I hope there's an encore. Good show. Simply marvelous. Good show.
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home.
Fantastic. Simply
They
marvelous.
like you. They really, really like you. Well done, Source Hunter.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you? What is it this time? Well, I must say that was, well, impressive. A bit like myself during my blue period, if I do say so myself. Here, have a little something from the fair coffer. I dare say you've earned it.
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katerina's #1 export to this gloomy town.
Have some pity.
You there! Sit! Stay a while. Right in front. I'll excite you. I'll delight you. I'll beguile you. I'll besmile you. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm playing to an empty audience. Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head. Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. Performers, showmen, show all of them. Sight what you're made of. Like an actor just waiting for his big debut. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion.
I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief. I, a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that conman's face when my rightful audience returns to me. A must-see event. Hear the stage calling you.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life.
He crave creamy blues and gory reds that the ordinary contest across his realm. Today, I think, and here, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Eita, ferrou. Vou ter que ganhar na pedra, papel, tesoura, mano. Que isso, velho? A máquina rouba muito. Ah, que isso, mano? Finalmente ganhei uma.
Well, I guess it's been long enough since I've stretched my wings a bit, and it ain't so far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I will have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
Fantastic! It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So made of.
Very flatulent. Oh, that Gallagher is quite the performer. One of my own ilk. Sometimes all the flies need is a little honey, eh? And things are certainly buzzing around here. Oh, just like old times. The rush, the thrill. What a delight. Please stay and enjoy the show, though you may have some trouble finding a seat.
Aí vem geral pra cá, meu.
You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Doesn't anyone care about the oldest Dragon Knight of Rivellon and his machines of rainbow ribboned war?
E aí, Machaduro, com esse martelo mole? E aí, Eduardinho, beleza?
You appear to be my only client. Did the whole of Sicil eat some bad chicken, or what? I knew that fool could never have garnered so much as a guffaw on his own merits. I'll see to this matter immediately.
Agora já consegui pegar.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
Oh, upamos, legal.
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katarina's #1 export to this gloomy town.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
Boa noite, mestre. Jogo assim me pega muito, fico no puro vício. E aí, essa risada, beleza? Bom demais, meu amigo. Pô, não sabia que tu gostava desse tipo de jogo não, pô. Tudo bom demais, meu amigo? Seja bem-vindo. Obrigado por estar aí, mano. Eduardinho, como é que tá, meu amigo? Beleza?
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I'd never before envisioned.
Just waiting for his big debut.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
Cópia. O jogo aqui é muito massa, velho.
You there. You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Not here, not now. We'll be better off speaking in the privacy of the cellar. There are eyes and ears everywhere. You know the healer's clinic, don't you? Oh, what's his name? Theliron, yes. Behind Theliron's house of healing, along the cliffs, you'll find Reginald's sparse little shack. There I know we won't be overheard. He keeps a spare key right near the place in a pen guarded by a rather lonely little sheep. You can't miss the bugger. Not here, not now. We'll be better off speaking in the... It won't be the...
Bora. Procurar essa casa. Esse mapa aqui consegue me indicar. Esmeralda, a clínica, Marble Warehouse. Acho que é aqui. Vai lá. Aquela casinha ali. Aí, a casa do Reginaldo, boa. Aqui tem casa que tem alguma coisa, hein? Ah! As laranjas. Diário do Reginald.
A little privacy at last. Out of earshot of that contemptible jester. We can finally speak freely. Where shall we begin? My true name is Nick. In life, I was an entertainer aboard the ship of the famed Pontius Pirate. I once dared to defy him and he savagely beheaded me for the attempt. Little did I know the abuse was only beginning. A wandering sorcerer, mad as the day is long, found my severed head on the beach and resurrected me. I spent months in his company listening to him blather on about his every inane opinion. When I asked him to return my head to my body, it must be in the Black Cove still, he became enraged and tossed my head into the sea. Reginald stumbled upon me some days later and consigned me into his horrid little show. I know not how long I've been entertaining slack-jawed imbeciles at the Sicil Fair. All I know is I just can't take it anymore. That charlatan doesn't have a lick of his own talent, so he begs, borrows and beats it from those of us with a real vision for the stage. What I wouldn't give to give old Reggie a swift kick in the jugglers. Oh, to have legs again. More than anything. But the chances are so slim with the Black Cove utterly infested with Pontius's undead cronies. My poor lost body is among them, sightless and silent in their vile company. For all I know, they're using it as a coat rack. Traveller, if there were any way you would brave the cove's depths and reunite me with myself, you'd be doing me the only kindness I'd have received in as long as my poor memory serves. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
Top, beleza.
You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
Beleza, demorou, Eduardinho. Obrigado por aparecer aí, cara. Bom descanso pra ti, viu? Tamo junto, mano.
The best in Sightseal! The best! It's all over now. Without my clients, I'll starve. I'll be thrown into the cold. I'll have to sell my favorite silk underthings just to pay for firewood. This inbred fool of a monkey has ruined me! Don't speak that name in my presence. I'm certain he's either bewitched or bribed my crowd away from me. There's an old saying in show business. If your benches are empty once, they'll be empty forever. Looks like old Reginald's reputation is wrecked. Who am I without a swelling crowd calling bravo? I am no one.
Oh, that Gallagher is quite the performer. One of my own ilk. Sometimes all the flies need is a little honey, eh? And things are certainly buzzing around here. Oh, just like old times. The rush, the thrill. What a delight. Please stay and enjoy the show, though you may have some trouble finding a seat.
All right. Hey, it's you again! I don't have to tell you that Cedric's act will help you banish belly fat and inspire your kids to say no to drugs. Well, drawing a crowd's what I do best, and I'd be glad to do it for your little show. 100 gold up front, and yours will be the hottest ticket in Sightseal. You're lost, buddy. You know where to find me if you change your mind about your sad little crowd, though.
Oh, wow. He's a con man! Don't donate your...
What is it this time? Oh, here we go again. Try not to embarrass yourself too terribly, please. Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin. Any last words?
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated. Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into thetheir seats, that is.
For his big debut.
Oh, come on! We haven't
The stage is yours.
Cedric's show is a doozy! Woo!
are held up.
The crowd seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
Good show.
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
Fantastic.
The crowd seem quite impressed with your delivery. Keep it up.
Oh, I hope there's an encore. Fantastic.
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats. Go on. Push them over.
Finest show in the land.
Gasps ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must.
Fantastic.
Machador, tu viu o vídeo da história? Cara, eu vi! Mano, eu vi, velho! Cara, eu acordei hoje. Eu abri o meu YouTube e tava me recomendando esse vídeo, mano. Que maluquice, velho. Feito com IA aquilo. Eu vi essa parada, mano. Mó doideira. Muita doideira, mano.
What is it this time?
Perhaps he's rolled beneath the stage.
Bravo! Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. That was, well, nearly enjoyable. I suppose you earned yourself a little something for your trouble. Wouldn't you agree?
Show is a doozy.
Woo!
Que ligeiro eu tô, hein?
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Caraca, tô com uma grana boa. Bora, Machador. Tamo no apoio, meu pai. Ô, Justiça, tamo junto, viu, meu querido? Vagabundo é foda, né? Ri pra caralho na parte do bico. Os caras tudo com tijolo. Cara, muito bom, velho. Muito bom, mano. Mano, inclusive tem até que... compartilhar isso com os amigos meus, velho. Caraca, muito bom, mano.
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katarina's #1 export to this gloomy town. Well, I've an open as I said. Speak to master.
Bom, fechamos tudo aqui. Cara, tem que upar agora esses personagens aqui, mano. Galera. Temos aqui para... Opa! Habilidade e talento.
It's all over.
O cara que tá estourando pela Stefan não sobrou nada pro Beta na versão medieval. O Stefan é a caveira que dava dinheiro pra ele, pô, que fazia as piadas. A gente pegou ela, pô.
I will never love again. Stefan.
Cara, muda os diálogos dependendo de qual personagem você está falando. Pô, muito massa. Esse jogo é muito bom, velho. Esse jogo é muito bom, cara. Agora, eu tenho que ver com paciência quais skills eu vou pegar, mano. Tá, o que temos pra cá? Vamos ver. Aqui é onde está a Esmeralda. Vou falar com ela agora. Terminar de explorar isso aqui. O jogo é muito bom, cara. Nem a tábua redonda escapa dos alfa, meu patrão. Tamo junto, ainda por cima o cara é calvo, é brutal mesmo. Aí pô, é foda, aí é foda mesmo.
One coin or two, noble spirit? One coin or two? Oh, I am a happy man, and certainly a humble one now. It turns out losing it all has its own share of benefits. Ah, a fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious Watcher statues on the western cliffs. Their guidance ruined any small fortune I might have had, but certainly granted me humility. I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools advice to the fools who sought them, but somehow I believed that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great figure of piety and humility. Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very soul. May the soul of Astarte smile upon you, kind stranger. Have some pity.
So, those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Makes sense to me. How can you explore the spirit when you're busy keeping up with the Joneses?
And now he's begging to survive. Looks like everything went according to plan.
Faca de manteiga não. Vou aqui dentro da casa esse camarada aqui. Nada. O cara perdeu tudo. Tá na sarjeta. Joguinho top, velho. Aqui a galera. Aqui eu acho que é o lugar dos legionários.
How can the Legion serve you today, Source Hunter? You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'd bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out? Thank you for heeding my words of warning, Hunter. Sicil needs you alive and well.
Good to have you back, Source Hunter. A sight for sore eyes indeed. I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many Legionnaires did so before you. Very few have returned. Or whose invention? The stasis blaster. It's quite a sight, no? The ray can singe a zombie or skeleton to ash in a matter of seconds. These days, we Legionnaires hold a lottery to see who gets to man the things. You can bet it's no small amount easier to blast those flesh-eating monstrosities from a distance than to get within striking range. Don't ask me how the blaster works, though. I just make sure the thing's hitting its targets.
Não sei porque essa dublagem tá lembrando. Então, eles fizeram uma dublagem meio com um tom cômico mesmo, hoje, Lentão, tá ligado? A coisa que eu comentei mais cedo que eu achei legal é que os sons que os animais emitem, tá ligado? Por exemplo, a vaca mugina e tal, o carneiro. Tipo, claramente vozes de humanos fazendo, tá ligado? Eu achei isso muito massa. Mas você sente que a dublagem tem meio que um tom cômico mesmo. Talvez seja por isso que tá te lembrando Borderlands.
Yeah, good luck with these Sicilians, Source Hunter. They'll run you ragged if you let them.
Então aqui ainda não é uma boa a gente sair. Vamos pra cá.
You're a source hunter, aren't you? They say you can talk to animals, but I, for one, won't be falling for such a tall tale.
Aqui é o lugar dos legionários, beleza.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
Sorry, sir.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
The beast speaks? So you've half a brain behind that feral wall, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Phileas. You'll only encourage it. Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we? Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy, if we can trust her to watch our backs.
About face!
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Boa, conseguimos a quarto personagem, boa.
Sorry, sir.
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Attention! About face! To the bullets! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those bolted in Paris have reached home. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me. Even if one burns hot while the other wheezes cold. Perhaps in time I will come to know my own kind as you have. And perhaps then I will decide for myself whether ours is a noble kind. You say you will take me under your wing. But I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears? In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place. And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk.
So says the saga of Threes. Do you know it? The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and I the bear daughter. Ask freely, my friend. Your city is far more wild than Home Forest. In Home Forest, the rules are clear. In Home Forest, your strength and speed determine your fate. Here, a tiny screech woman, no swifter than a mudworm, might confine you into a tiny cage, and one must wait for a kind stranger to grant freedom.
Attention! About
Jarrett, wise Jarrett, taught me the bird songs of our people. If not for him, I would never have learned more than the beasts could teach me. A beast's life is to survive. A human's is to know. I am both beast and human, and so I must do both. I have learned all the bird song that Jarrett could teach. I remembered every word. These tales have brought me much pleasure. The remembering of the beasts is without lies. We know not to approach the wasp's nest because long ago one bear mother discovered its dangers. This she taught to her cubs, and those cubs taught the next. We do not remember Rito and the battle of the buzzing brutes. We remember only what is useful to us now. Rito will be forgotten. The beauty of the story will be forgotten. But the lesson will not. It is different between beasts and humans. I am lucky to enjoy both ways. He came to me when I was small. A fierce, wild one, yet unaware of the difference between the other cubs and herself. He called to me in a soft song. At first I thought him a great bird. We each reached out to the other. We found each other. Jarrett visited me often, and in time I learned his songs and more. When he built a small cabin within Home Forest, I hunted his food and fetched his water by day while he studied his books and his magics. By night, by the fire, he'd tell me tales of the world of people.
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Jarrett is my master and my friend, my teacher and myself. He teaches me and I care for him. I heard this was a place of many people, so here I came. I have seen more faces here in a day than I had seen in all the days of my life together. But I have not found the face I seek. Jarrett is missing. It is my duty to find him. That mystery is thick and ugly as a swarm of hornets. It started with a great disturbance in Home Forest. A terrible disease came in the night and turned the birds and beasts soft and foul as carrion while they still lived. I watched countless of my loved ones die, rotted from the inside. When I ran to Jarrett to tell him what I had seen, his reaction was strange. He had no answer. The next morning, Jarrett did not emerge from his room. I left him be, but after 3 days I grew anxious. I broke down the door and inside his chamber was nothing. His equipment, his books, all but some scraps of parchment were gone. He was kidnapped and all his research was taken with him. The only clue I found was a letter among the scraps. I could not make out all the words, but I recognized the threat. Death, coming for you. And the signature? Attenborough. I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I know that if I am to find Jarrett, I must start there. Whoever this Attenborough may be, I believe he or she may know where Jarrett has been taken.
To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those boots would embarrass a bridge bow. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Então, me parece que ela é boa com arcos.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian.
You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Sorry, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those folks that embarrass a bistro get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Those folks that embarrass a bistro get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! Not!
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Ah, dessa aqui depois eu estudo depois com calma. Senhoras e senhores, é isso. 10h08, já passei do horário já. Tamo junto, obrigado demais pela presença de todos aí, tanto na Twitch quanto no YouTube. Se tudo der certo, continuamos amanhã mais com Divinity Original Sin. Mestre, pergunta rápida, jogo rápido. Gosta de Senhor dos Anéis? Gosto de Senhor dos Anéis. Gosto sim. Inclusive, tens o jogo Sombras de Modo? Tenho, e uns meses atrás eu zerei o Sombras da Guerra. Zerei ele e as 2 DLCs. Ambos jogos muito bons, velho. Muito bons. Tu não jogou o Sombras da Guerra, recomendo muito, que é a continuação do Sombras de Mordor, né? Muito bom o jogo, velho. Olá, Machadura, boa noite, bom descanso, até a próxima. Valeu, Belzara, tamo junto. Valeu, Vinão, tamo junto também, meu querido. Tamo junto demais, galera. Obrigado pela moral de todos. Vai sentar na cabeça. Pô, mas que isso? Acabou a live aqui já, não tem nem mais nada pra sentar aqui não, filho. Tamo junto, galera. Obrigado pela moral de sempre aí, viu? Mas muito bom. O Sombras de Mordor realmente é um jogo muito bom, essa risada. Outro que eu gosto bastante também, cara, era aquele que tinha no Play 2 e no GameCube. No PC também tinha, que era o Senhor dos Anéis, O Retorno do Rei. Putz, aquele era maneiro pra caramba, porque na primeira tela já chegava com o Gandalf metendo a porrada em geral, filho. Porra, aquele era maneiraço, mano. Tá maluco, aquele jogo era irado. Muito bom o jogo. Mas é isso, rapaziada. Tamo junto, bom descanso, brigadão. Se tudo der certo, amanhã tamo de volta aí com mais Divinity, beleza? É joguinho mais tranquilo, mas espero que vocês estejam curtindo aí, belezinha? Valeu, galera. Tamo junto, uma boa noite. Fique com Deus e até a próxima. Valeu, abraço!